Welcome back to another episode of the Unapologetically Me with ADW Podcast, and I'm your host. Today I am welcoming a special guest, Rashika Brown, to the podcast. So welcome.
Yes, thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it. Grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, of course. So just take a minute to share your name, where you're from, if you want to, and just share a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is Rashika Brown Lindsay. I was born and raised in Hollywood, Florida. I am the youngest sibling of two other sisters. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an author. I have now well, three books and counting. I'm working on wrapping up on another book right now. I'm also a dancer. I love to praise dance. I have my own dance ministry called Anointed and Appointed Dance Company that
Okay.
me and my husband oversee. Uh, Also, my books. The first book I wrote was called Tots Table Time. It's like a recipe book for toddlers from ages 1 to 3 for picky eaters. Kids, they don't like a lot of different type of food, so basically it helps you manage like meals and prep meals for kids who don't like certain foods. This second book is Beneath the Surface. It's a book basically helping to deep delve into your inner beauty to help you realize who you are, the way God sees you, to embrace your inner beauty, to pull out your talents. It's basically like a in-depth journey into your inner self to help you embrace who you are and what God created you to be. Um, and then the book I'm working on now, wrapping up, is called Why You Wait Part 1. It's basically helping to encourage you to keep pressing on your journey, whatever you're aspiring to do, your goals, your dreams. To basically what you're doing in the meantime, praying, praising, being positive, speaking positive. That's and then like the part two is basically going to be something I'm trying to do with my husband, where it's like a relationship type book where why you wait for your partner or your spouse, what to do in the meantime for that.
Okay. That's really cool.
Thank
Um,
you.
the book you mentioned about for the kids is like you say like if they picky eaters and stuff like that.
Yeah, like cause when my son was born back in 2012, right now he's 10.
Okay.
But back then, he was like he didn't like certain foods. Little kids they main food like French fries, chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
They really like vegetables. They don't like fruits. So the recipe book was basically trying to incorporate fruits and vegetables into their meal. Like if they had like oatmeal, putting fruits maybe in it, or if they like pancakes, making like a healthier type, like whole grain pancake with fruit in it, like a healthier alternative to basically just like changing up their snacks. Kind of different snacks you give them
Yeah.
besides fruit snacks or besides candy and chips. Like dry fruit or giving them maybe like peanut butter and banana sandwich. Like this type of recipes to help kids, have more variety, but still, be more healthy.
Yeah. See, that's cool because kids they really are so picky. I don't have,
Yeah, yeah.
but I have my nephew.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's crazy because when I grew up, it wasn't no, oh, I don't eat this or I don't eat that. Like whatever was
Yeah,
cooked.
yeah. Yeah, whatever put on the table that you gotta eat.
Yeah, and he's so picky. Like I don't think he like cheese. It's so much.
Oh,
It's like okay, well, this
okay.
is all I cook. Then But yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's really
yeah,
cool. And about the praise dancer, I've
yeah,
always talking about like how people be dancing in church like they'll have their faces painted or something.
yeah. Like that's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
See,
So
I
yeah,
all go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, yeah, that's what like mine. Cause like my husband, he specializes in mime, and me, I do a little more so like the church school, like worship, like the slow dancing, sometimes
Mm,
with the flags or the streamers. But
okay.
but when we dance, we just try to mesh it together where we're exhibiting both while we're dancing. So it's not like too girly on his side, but it's not too like
Yeah.
stiff on my side where it kind of just flows.
Yeah. Okay. So it kind of just like you say works out for everybody, whether it's a
Yeah,
male or
yeah.
okay, that's
Yeah.
real cool. It's like I didn't grow up in church, but I used to always see that. And it's
Okay.
like that's so cool. Like I wish I could be a part of something like that. I always thought it
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's for any, praise dance, it can be for anybody, it could be young kids, teens, adults. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, yeah. The volume had cut out. What were you saying?
No, I was saying that usually with praise dance, it can be for any age group. What I love about it because, from young kids to like maybe people that's in their teens to like, older adults, anybody can do praise dance, because it's that's what I like about it. It's versatile where, you can do moves where anybody can kind of catch on to, because even the move that we do, it's not like that difficult, but it just takes practice. If you have a passion for dance, if you, have a background in dance or just something you want to learn,
Yeah.
it's something that you can pick up on, just practice make perfect like anything.
Right. Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
cool. So is it
Yeah.
like in a church setting or is it something like, y'all do on your own?
Well, yeah, it's kind of like diversified. We do it like in church, but also we do it like at events because with our dance ministry, we do it like for weddings, we do funerals, we do
Okay.
back like community events or like it can be within the church setting or outside, depends on the person that's asking us to dance, the type of event or service it might be.
Okay. And I feel like that's a cool way to like bring the youth in. They
Yeah,
to kind of pull them in and get them in that setting, get them in the
yeah.
good environments and stuff like that. Keep them out of
Mhm.
trouble. I feel like that really is a good thing for the youth because they kind of need something like that to really pull them in.
Yes.
Like that is cool. Especially for the youth and the younger generation.
Yeah, that's true. That's our goal. We try to reach out to young kids. I have a page, Anointed Appointed Dance, where I try to post videos, or sometimes if you dance, I try to post them online. Just other people can see, like we're trying to get started in the community, maybe at a park to have kids be able to come out and dance or to practice, stuff like that. Dancing, is really popular. Even my son, he loves to dance, but he knows other type of dance like the floss and the shoe and all other kind of popular dances. He knows those. So be able to reach out to kids that can probably like do kind of dances, but kind of help them incorporate it, in the praise dance in a way, they
Yeah,
still doing something that they like.
yeah, yeah. It's like seem like this generation they love to dance anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
To get them to, do like praise and worship dance is like that's
yeah,
kind of switching it up for them. But I feel like if
yeah,
they
yeah,
like to dance, it'll still be cool and it'll be comfortable for them.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Still
So
and they they stay in their comfort zone. Not feel like they doing something that's like out of the box, out of the way, something they already kind of familiar with.
yeah, yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah,
So what made you want to be on the podcast? I don't remember. I think I
I think the sound went out. That I think the sound went out again.
which is I think it had cut out.
No, the sound. I think the sound when we were talking, I didn't really get it.
Oh, I was saying I was asking what made you want to be on the podcast, and I was asking how did you find it? Whether it was the coaching group I'm in, or whether I posted it in another group.
I think you had posted it on Facebook, I believe. I think it was asking about guests and well, I think it was some kind of post. I think I remember commenting and you said I'd email you if you want to be a guest. So I thought it was a good opportunity because I know, like you said, I'm trying to get more notice about with the dancing and with the books, just kind of pushing it out there. I just thought it was a good opportunity. I never been on a podcast before. It's my first time, so
Okay.
I just felt like it would be just be a good thing to do, something different.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was just asking because I couldn't remember whether you were in the coaching group I met or whether you
Oh,
were
okay.
somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I think I'll be seeing different stuff that you do. So I think I might have just been scrolling on Facebook and I probably saw something and just commented on it.
Okay, that's cool. So I was laughing because on my last podcast episode, I had a episode with a guy who I met in the coaching group, and
Okay.
he works with the youth. So I was
Oh,
telling, like when I posted how direct I be. Like I think on my flyer I said life, love, relationships, and Jesus Christ. And I told him I be so direct because there's a lot of people who will reach out, I
yeah,
guess kind of to be on something, and it's like, okay, if I say this is very direct. So that means if not a believer or a believer or whatever,
yeah,
I feel like it eliminates a lot of stuff.
yeah. Because sometimes people they might get the wrong idea, or
Yeah,
you know, they'll get on here expecting one thing and then it be something else different. What they might expect. You
yeah.
know.
So to avoid all that, just
Yeah,
kind of very specific. So
yeah.
yeah. But so you say you've written 4 books?
Yes, well, yeah, cause it's the top table time, and then beneath the surface. Well, it's really 3 books and counting, cause the fourth book is done, but it's getting it published, and then the third book is it's more so a guide, like a resource. It's called a content creator planner, where basically it's a planner for people that like do reels, that post videos, have YouTube channels. It helps you to like plan and manage your content throughout the day. So it gives you like a blank space, but it's the creative because each page it has designs on it, but it gives you writing space to write down when you want to post, what you want to post, how you want to post it. Basically, helping you like just plan out your content to help boost your views and stuff like that.
Okay.
But and all these are on Amazon.
Amazon. Okay. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
sure I get your information at the end. But I think that's really good because I'm a content creator. I have a YouTube
Yes.
podcast. I just started doing like more reels on Instagram and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. And
Okay.
it's so that I feel like it's so necessary to kind of have a planner because it's like, okay,
Yeah.
what do I post today? Should I post a reel? Should I, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That it takes the guesswork out of it. It makes it like
yeah,
simpler. Because just being like a person that does content, doing content itself can be challenging because you're trying to figure out, okay, how you want, because it's when you posting videos and stuff, you have to do the editing, you have to figure out, what you want to put up there, you have to figure out what you want to wear, what you're
yeah,
trying to, the audience you're trying to reach out to. So, it just makes it one less thing you have to worry about. You able to write it down ahead of time so okay, I already know what I'm going to do, what time, even like with the scheduling, because if you have a job, you got kids, you got other stuff, obligations,
yeah,
sometimes you have to work around that. So you can set a time frame. Okay, I'm doing this around 12, this around 9. You know exactly when and how you want to do it.
yeah, yeah. That's really good because, like I say, I still, I'm I'm an entrepreneur. I have a shirt brand, I have a podcast, YouTube channel. I have different things going on, but I still work a full-time job.
Yeah, yeah,
It really
yeah.
is.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm at work right now. I'm on lunch break, so
See, look.
yeah, yeah. So I say I'm gonna squeeze this in,
Yeah.
get this done. So yeah, I understand that.
Well, look,
Still gotta make the money.
yeah, you at work on lunch break. So I appreciate you even fitting
Yeah,
in. I really appreciate.
yeah.
I
But
do.
like it was worth it. It was a good opportunity. I didn't want to miss it.
Yeah, and I'm learning that too. Like the more, like having a podcast, having a YouTube channel is so out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
I've always been real quiet and laid back.
Yeah.
God kind of just started to show me who I was. And
Yeah.
I started my podcast YouTube channel. It's like, okay, I'm getting in front of the camera. It's like, I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
I said,
I get, yeah.
you go ahead.
Go ahead. I won't cut you off.
Well, I was saying, I say that to say like about, the thing you have where you kind of, you really digging deeper within yourself. You growing
Yeah.
God, you trying to figure out who you are. And
Mm-hmm.
in the process of that, that's how I found, life coaching, podcasting. And then I realized, okay, this is what my gift is. I have a gift of speaking and motivating others.
Yeah.
This is how I use it.
Yeah. And that's good. I can relate to that because even myself, I'm not like a really person that's like an extrovert where, I'm always talking and stuff like that. So this for me is also like kind of pushing me out of my comfort zone because sometimes I can get like a little bit nervous
Yeah.
speaking to people and stuff like that. So, it's a good thing, get out your comfort zone because I feel like when you step out your comfort zone, you never know what level or you can reach and how far you can go because, it's different stuff out there, different avenues, different outlets of and stuff like that. So it's a good thing to get out there, push yourself to do more.
Yeah. It is because when you think about it, it's like when you stay in your comfort zone, we're stuck in one place. We're not growing.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So it's like the more we get out of our comfort zone, it's like we stretching ourselves. So it's like, okay, if I
Yeah,
can do this, then I can do that. It's like we stretching
yeah,
ourselves, pushing ourselves to get to new levels in the next level. So yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I'm
that's
all about
true.
that. Yeah, I'm all about that. I always tell people about uh, being uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Like if you feel like you're in a season in your life where you uncomfortable, I tell people just be prepared for what's next.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
You're about to grow. God's about to start doing different things in your life, and you feel uncomfortable because it's new.
Yeah, it's definitely true.
Yeah,
It's like for some people, like when it gets the hardest, when you feel like, when you get in unfamiliar territory, sometimes you're like questioning it, like, is this am I supposed to be? Is this the right thing? And
yeah,
sometimes God is trying to make you uncomfortable because He's trying to push you to something else. Like you had your because everything is a season, it's a time, and it's a purpose for everything. So sometimes your time in that season might have passed, so it's kind of move on to the next thing. So when you get uncomfortable, God is just trying to birth something else out of you. Give you something else that you can do, like another talent or another gifting that you had that you don't even know you have during that time.
yeah. I completely agree. And to say you've written that many books, you're really gifted at writing. That must be, one of your gifts, right? Being a
Yeah,
writer.
yeah. I always, even when I was like in high school, I always like if you have like a 5 paragraph essay, I always did more. Some people might have like 1, 2 pages. I probably had 3, 4 pages because it just flow. It's just like writing for me. It's just
Yeah,
something that I feel like God really put on inside of me because even if I really wanted to stop, because sometimes might get discouraged along the way. Different stuff happens. But for me, I feel like writing this probably gonna be something that I'm never gonna stop doing because I feel like it's just in me to do that. So yeah, with the help of God, Holy Spirit, encouragement from my husband, from my mom, from my kids, trying to set a good example, wanting to use my gifts. I didn't just sit on the shelf. So
yeah,
like I say, yeah, I just always like writing, and it just I just feel like when I get in that mode, it just starts flowing, and I just feel like it's a gift.
yeah. And I I had wait, what I was about to I lost my train of
It's
thought.
okay.
I was about to say as far as writing, like
Yes.
school, I used to always write. We used to have to do essays, stuff like that. That was
Yeah.
go. But it's like I find myself in a place where I'm starting to write more now. Like I have a lot of,
Yeah.
I'm writing more, and it really releases release something.
Yeah, that's true. It cut out a little bit, I think, toward the end.
Wait, did you heard the last thing I said?
Yeah, cause it was kind of like cutting out a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, this Wi-Fi these days is
No, it's okay.
it be messing it up a little bit. So one thing I wanted for us to, really touch on real quick, um, is about being authentic.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear authentic or
It's okay.
authenticity, what comes to mind? Like how important it is to be authentic in whatever you're doing. Just share a little bit about that.
Like for me, when I hear the word authentic, I think of like real, um, like somebody that's authentic. I feel like what you see is what you get. Basically, where being authentic is be able to present something, for somebody, and just being you, just being real with whoever you're communicating with. For just being authentic for me, I feel like it's just being original, because I feel like when you're authentic, no one can be you. No one can do what you can do. Even though everybody has different gifts, different talents. There's a lot of people that can probably cook, probably can write, probably can dance, sing. But I feel like when it comes to authenticity, it's based off what you can bring to the table. It's something unique that everyone has something that they can do, but when it comes to you, you have something that is different or unique versus what someone else probably can do. Like authentic, just something different, something real, something that just someone probably can't do.
Yeah. And I feel like it's so important because I always tell people like let's say somebody is selling t-shirts. I have a t-shirt brand. I know a lot of
Yeah.
other people with t-shirt brands. It's like a lot
Mhm.
of people get discouraged because it's like, okay, they do that too. But I always tell
Yeah.
people like others may do what you do, but you're different. Everybody's unique in their own,
Yeah.
and there's nobody who can do what you do how you do it.
Yep.
So
That's
I,
true.
yeah, it's like I always tell people that because
Mhm.
having that mindset, it eliminates worrying and trying to compare yourself to others, and because it's like whatever you're doing is going to be different compared to
Yeah.
who over there doing the same thing.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true, and I agree. You know, and that's why so many like different brands out there. Because even before, when I was on TikTok and somebody had a video, and then they was like giving like a little story about they're talking to a friend. They was like, they want to do a brand. They're feeling like, well, somebody else is already doing this, and she was trying to convey to her, okay, so what? It's a lot of people that's doing the same thing, but they don't have a you. That will separate it from anything else. Anybody can have a lot of people can have brands, but it's something that you have that's gonna put that spark, gonna put that uniqueness on it. So you can't get like you never can get discouraged about other people, doing even with me being a writer, being an author. There's a lot of writers out there, there's a lot of artists out there. The writing is a big thing, even now. So I just feel like with my writing, I just feel like I'm bringing something different too, because I'm bringing it from a different experience. What I've seen, what I dealt with, my own feelings. I'm putting that into the book. My emotions, I'm putting that into the book. So I feel like that what makes it different. And from my standpoint, when it comes to being a writer or author, I try to put something on that I feel like people can gain from, stuff I dealt with, stuff I feel like I want others to be encouraged by, and to just help others while I'm writing.
Right. I completely agree. And just having like I said, having that thought in the back of your mind, that eliminates so much. Like
Yeah.
somebody who's, who's listening and watching, may have certain things they've been working on, but it's like they scared to release it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. You
just the
got
best
just.
advice.
Yeah. You got just got something like that. You got to step out there. Whatever get give. Even in my book, Beneath the Surface, I feel like that's something I touch on. You know, pulling out your abilities, pulling out your giftings. Digging deep into what you can do and be able to express it, because whatever gifting you have, whatever ability you have, God put it on inside you for a reason. So you have to use it. You have to utilize it and find an outlet or avenue where you can apply it to.
Yeah, you just gotta do it. You gotta
Yep.
tap.
Yep.
You
Yep.
gotta tap it. And I tell
Yep.
people all the time, like even as far as gifts and talents, it's like, okay, your purpose is so many people who, I guess the way the world is today is like a lot of people are feeling a lack of purpose. They like, okay, what's my purpose? What's my purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, it really takes that time of becoming like allowing God to work on you,
Yeah.
to work through you,
Mm-hmm.
and then you realize what gifts you have, what talents, whether it's one or
Mm-hmm.
whether it's multiple. And
Yes.
people, it's like don't get gifts and all that confused, because it's like your purpose. That's what you're meant to be doing. That's why you're here
Yeah.
doing what you were made to do. Now your gifts,
Yep.
that's what you're going to use to fulfill
Mm-hmm.
that purpose.
Yes. Yes.
And
And that's
even
good. Mm-hmm.
what you're about to say.
No, no, yeah, I was saying that's good because I think a lot of people, even people that like I've met before, they always question like, what's my purpose? What's I put on the earth to do? And it's good you kind of like put like differentiate it like between what is it like, what's a gifting and what's a purpose.
Yeah,
I like how you broke it down.
yeah. And even as when we talk about calling, everyone
Yeah,
has a calling, and it's like I tell people, your purpose is what you were meant to be doing, is why you're here. But your calling is whatever God is calling you to in a certain season. A calling can
yeah,
change. You
yeah,
know, I'm doing podcasting right now. I'm doing YouTube, and maybe a year or two from now, God may call me to something else. So I try to just get people to just understand
hmm, hello. Yeah, it cut out a little bit.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, I
okay.
was okay. Yeah,
Okay.
the last part of what I was saying.
Can you repeat it?
I was just talking about calling, like how
Yeah,
I'm doing podcast and now I'm doing YouTube, and God called me to,
yeah,
and maybe a year or two from now, He may call me to do something else. So
yeah,
a calling can change. So
yes,
we get wrapped up in what we called to do right now, and then it changes. We may feel like, okay, well, maybe that ain't my purpose. So
yeah,
I try to, break it down and get people to just see how they all different, but they all align, with
yeah.
whatever your overall purpose is, whatever our purpose is in life.
Because like with the gifting and the purpose, like what's we feel like is like a big difference like between the two, or like a difference that make it like each one kind of stand out.
You saying what I think is?
Yeah.
Uh, I could say as far as the purpose,
Mm-hmm.
our purpose is the main thing, because that's what we were made to do. That's what we were created to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as gifts, whatever gifts we have, whether it's speaking, writing, singing,
Mm-hmm.
dance, we use
Yeah.
those gifts to fulfill the purpose.
Okay.
Or as a calling, uh, like I say, a calling is whatever God is calling us to at a certain time in a certain season. And a calling,
Okay.
when I think about how God called me to YouTube and then podcast and then,
Mm-hmm.
speaking stuff like that, it's like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
maybe down the line he may call me to do something else. That doesn't mean my
Yeah.
purpose is going to change. That just means you're calling me to something else. The purpose is the same no matter what.
Yeah, it's like constant.
Yeah, your purpose is, like I said, what you were made to be doing. The gifts and talents that you use to fulfill your purpose, and the calling. I feel like callings they can be seasonal. That's just God's timing. It can be seasonal. That just all depends on what He's saying. So
yeah.
But I don't want to hold you too long. I know you're at work on your lunch break, so I'm gonna just ask.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna one of the last questions I want to ask. So which child? I mean, it's a lot of people who are becoming entrepreneurs. It's like this is the new way of life. So a lot of people like me. I'm an entrepreneur, but I still work. It's a lot of people who desire to be full-time entrepreneurs. There's a lot of people who still like to do it part-time.
Yeah.
So what you can say for any new entrepreneur, somebody who's thinking about being an entrepreneur, who on the fence, what's the best advice you can give them about going into it? And I guess as far as the challenges you may face.
For me, I feel like just going into being an entrepreneur, I would just say try to do something that you're passionate about, because it's going to be days where you get discouraged. It's going to be times where people may not support you, may not get a pat on the back, may not get likes, might not get comments, but you have to just be consistent and just keep going for it no matter what. Just keep trying to evolve, learn, grow within it. Figure out what you can do to perfect it, make it better. And just keep going forward. Because being for me, I feel like as far as being an entrepreneur, I feel like the main thing I've been trying to do right now is just the dancing and the author. That's the main two things I feel like is my passion. That's something I really want to go further, and then to really branch out, and for people to really gain something from it. So as with being that, some people, everybody is different what they're doing right now. Some people might be entrepreneur doing hair, doing nails, you doing the podcast, YouTube channel. Everyone has something different that they're trying to do right now as entrepreneurs. So it's just best to just be consistent. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged. Be positive no matter how it looks. Don't speak how it may seem right now. Just speak how you want it to be. If you don't have a million sales, you don't have a million views, you don't have a million subscribers, just keep pressing forward and know that it's just a present time. It's not what's going to be forever. It's going to get better.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good.
Yeah.
And I tell people, it's like you really got to do it, or you got to have it in you to do. It's like,
yeah,
you do it for the money, because it's like, okay, what if the money don't come right away?
Most
things, money will not come right away. So it really got to be in you, that passion and that drive to do whatever you're doing. Like you say, it got to be in you. Because if not, you easily get discouraged.
Yeah,
I tell people, whether I get 100 likes or 0, I'm gonna show up.
Yep. You gotta just show up.
Yeah,
Gotta show up for you. Nobody else do.
Yeah, you just gotta do the work and not really think about the results. It's like just do it. Just do the work. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And I know how it feels. Like I know how a person may feel when they're not getting certain support.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important, to speak life over ourselves, to be praying, to be doing all these things, because it's like, somebody may not have a lot of support and a lot of encouragement, but I tell you, you gotta be there for yourself. You gotta encourage yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. You definitely gotta do that. Gotta encourage yourself when nobody else does, because sometimes you gotta be your own cheerleader and push yourself, motivate yourself. Write it down, put it on the wall. Even like with a book I'm writing now, Why You Wait, that's another thing I touched on, is just why you're waiting forever you're trying to get or going after. You just have to be positive, speak positive, make a vision board, put some posters up with something positive that you can see it. It's just about surrounding yourself with positivity while you're waiting.
Yeah. That's so good. And like I say, that's overall how it is. Like I feel like anybody who, let's say somebody wants to be full-time entrepreneur and they going from a 9 to 5, it's
Yeah.
like that takes a mindset shift within itself.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's a
Yeah.
mindset shift, and like I say, that drive, the determination, it's like it all just got to be there. It ain't gonna happen
Yeah.
overnight.
Yeah.
Do it. Keep
Yeah.
doing it. Keep working. Keep praying. Keep encouraging yourself. So yeah, that's what I try to instill in the people the most. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I,
So yeah,
that's true.
thank you for coming on here. I really appreciate you
Yeah.
coming on the podcast.
Yes. And I appreciate the opportunity.
And congratulations on everything you're doing, you're working on. Like I say, the praise ministry, I love that. Like that's really cool. I really love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I'm available, for lessons. Right now I'm doing like virtual lessons also online to get the information.
Yeah.
Sometimes I might do it on Zoom. There's another website that I have that's kind of fresh that I have now where you can kind of like do virtual lessons. And also I do it in person too, 'cause I live in Fort Lauderdale area, so if it's like a meeting point, if you want to do like some people like doing it in person
Yeah.
versus virtual. So yeah, inbox me, anybody that wants to learn how to praise dance, mind, liturgical. Like I said, I have a page. It's called Anointed and Appointed Dance on Facebook, and that's what the ministry is called. Definitely anyone with the books, like so you can check them on Amazon. Beneath the Surface. You can inbox me on Facebook. I'm under Mia Lindsay, so MEIALINDSAY, Mia Lindsay. And also Tots Table Time and the Content Creator Planner is all on Amazon.
Okay. That's really good. I'm gonna make sure because I really need. I've been trying to find something like that. Honestly, like really keep my
Yes.
track. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely make sure I check that out. And
Yeah.
again, thank you for
Thank
coming.
you. Yes,
Make
I
sure
appreciate it.
yeah, make sure you send me an email like with all the stuff
Okay.
we talked about, your
Okay.
content, your planner, your books, and
Okay.
make sure you send me your social media. So whenever I post it,
Okay.
everything be in the description form.
Okay. I will definitely.
Okay. And again, thank you so much, and have a good one.
You too. Thank you.